I muted. I fucking muted. Oh shit! I didn't mute that. I mean, Jake Bryan. I was saying about Jake Bryan and I was saying about Jake Bryan and Jake Bryan was starting off here, and of course Joe Burrow was injured, and Joe Burrow's got toe injury. For all purposes, I would say this: the Bengals didn't make the job back there on the start off 2-0, and some at the guy, and we got to know what's going on. And yeah, that's all I gotta say to you. And when it's over, they haven't good enough of it. But Jags fans, they need to focus on this time being with interceptions and fumbles. So why are gonna go happen? Why not? Because the Bengals have a heart and soul on a team down here. You don't know why, and I'm gonna say so. This is all I'm saying. This is us. This is what I'm saying then. I was never been so easy enough. If it never been Joe Burrow, I would never been so badly. All right, moving on there. Second goal. Next,
What's going on? Why are we getting foamed? This is a court show. The losers get foamed on Pam's court. That's insane. They have foam on all their shows on this channel.
Oh no! Friggin' way! I won't like anything!
You're gonna have to sit down. Oh, and down you go. What are we? Nothing. We lost.
So Jimmy and Chuck cheated.
Doesn't matter. We were never gonna win this case. This whole thing was fixed. Let's just go home and never watch any shows on Channel 13 again. Oh, come on. You don't mean that. Yes, I do.
I might watch a little bit of Pam's court, just a little bit. Look there.
Oh, problem with the van, Jimmy?
What? It's nothing. Damn it.
You don't know how to change a tire. Ha! You don't know how to...
okay. Okay, Cowboys and Giants in Aubrey ends in the Wild Prescott Wilson duel of field goal at the time spot to overtime as the Cowboys top the Giants 40-37. Where did it begin? That Prescott was a digging late and he digging straight. And the wild duel with Walter Wilson about long personal win streak against the New York Giants, and probably not about the prospect of Brian Schottenheimer's victory as the head coach, his first victory. Playing time afterwards savored both. Brennan Aubrey kicked a 46-yard field goal at the time of power overtime, trying to beat the 64-yarder in the end regulation. And the Dallas Cowboys beat the Giants at 40-37 with the cap drilling back and forth and the dog drilling cornerback on Sunday. And the Cowboys had 1-1 and they extended with this streak against the NFC Rivals on 9 games, the longest active streak in the market of the fifth opponents. The Prescott beat the Giants, and the Giants are 0-2. Now wait, let me go. Let me run this back. I got this whole drinkers. Okay, I got to deal with drinkers later because I I gotta deal with the Donkers layer because I gotta deal with this. So yes, I gotta deal with the Donkers layer on the NFL. For the Giants, were 14 consecutive losing both games and rookie in 2016. Somehow, the son of late Mark Schottenheimer was a 200-game winner at the NFL coach, and now he needs a 99 to catch his dad after spending time corner century at the NFL assistant. I told him this again in Penman and him and the coaching staff that when essentially he has. Dak Prescott said this. He deserved that first win and a tough one to get. Fun one to get. A very fun one to get. I'll never forget this. Never forget it. I won't forget it. I'm the sir every guy I like one. I won't forget this one. Funny enough, if Dak Prescott did or he got the W, if he got the overtime, after hours overtime, that's all I gotta say. And funny enough, I'm gonna ask this. If the box score was correct, Giants had an 0-2. And Prescott got 2 touchdowns and 1 touchdown. Dak Prescott got 1 touchdown. He got 2. So, let me see. Let me zoom in here. So, Dak Prescott has 1 interception, 2 touchdowns, and attempts of 38 to 52. 351 yards. But Russell Wilson, he has 30 to 41 attempts, 450 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And this was not even that close. Not even close. Oh. I can't even see shit. Okay, there you go. All right, so now I would never say about Russell Wilson, never show close to the game so far, but look at the Devontae Williams on the Cowboys side. 1 touchdown. Bowie Mouse Sanders got 1 touchdown. That's 2. 28 carries on his team, 125 yards, and 4.8 average. But CeeDee Lamb got none about this, but Troy Pickens got 1 touchdown. Kafati Trevor got 1. That's all I got to say over here. 38 receiving, 361 yards, and 9.5 average. Targets 52. That's all I got to say about this team. What happened in this force and team here. But the defense that got enough for what happened. Solo tackles got, how many total tackles? 38. How many tackles total? 81. Darwin Woods got 1 interception. That's all I got to see here. And in my opinion, they're all worth it. Down the goal. Graham Gano got 3 field goals. That's all I got here. New York's receiving team got 30 receiving, 450 yards, and 15.0 average, 3 touchdowns, 15 longs, and 40 targets. Carrying on 21, 84 yards, 4.1 average. Cam's got 1 touchdown, and the first thing that happens. And let's go on defense. Look on defense right here. Tackle on total 86. Solo tackle 64. Drew Fields got 1 interceptions, and they never seen it for the down bin. I had never wanted to saw the Cowboys go overtime and when it gonna happen. And what? You never see the guys go on in a different team. No. People got have a one in a lifetime, and it's gotta be this. Listen, Cowboys did what he gotta do. So that's all it is. End of story. Game done. Giants lost again. Again. 0-2, that could be a shit show. And in my opinion, they're not good enough here. And then what's going to do with the Giants' head? I was never going to find here. But Russ, they got to play to get the Chiefs. That's on next Sunday. We'll see what happens. All right. The Bears and Lions. 50 burger. Jeff Goff has thrown 5 touchdowns and 3 to St. Brown. The Lions bounce back with the 52-21 win over the Bears Johnson-led Bears. The Bears, who thought they were, let them on the hook, right? They have all that history. They had a failure in the game, right? And the Detroit Lions are going to pile up points fine without Ben Johnson calling plays. Jared Goff threw for 334 yards and imagine a career high with 5 touchdown passes, including the career high 3 scores among St. Brown to help Detroit bounce back with a 52-21 win over the Chicago Bears Sunday. The Lions dropped 1-1, dropped the opener in the Green Bay. This play we seen as they have consistently under the coach of Dan Campbell avoided conservative losses. Because in the regular season over the last 2.5 years, I knew the guys respond. Dan Campbell said Detroit has more than 500 yards on offense with 5 passing touchdowns and 2 scores on the ground. With the first time ever in a franchise history, an average calling a team record of 8.8 yards per play with the offensive coordinator John Morton calling plays. This train keep rolling and rolling, and it always going to start with the players, Dan Campbell said. And the Bears are 0-2, turned the ball over twice in the first half, leading by 28-14 deficit. Was 2 losses overcoming the Johnson return in the city where he was and became an offensive coordinator. And one of the top 20 characters. It's not the one why Johnson says we had to play better. There's no doubt about that. What play better? What play better? What do we play better? Is that because the Detroit Lions was better than the Chicago Bears? No. That's because I said it came in with a 19 drive, a 207 yards with 2 touchdowns, with 1 more loss and 28 pass yards on Detroit's game-opening touchdown. You can't be the point to finger on the offense and defense. But you can't beg them, but also you've never seen this. I would never say it. But I don't know why I'm saying this for the Bears. It's just that I don't know what's going on with this time, but so now we gotta see what's about to score. Look at the Lions. 23 to 28 attempts. 334 yards and 11.9 average. 5 touchdowns and no interceptions and no sacks. So that's all I gotta say here. Big addition. Mid kids and David Montgomery Burns got 2 touchdowns rushing. That's what we got this happen for. And the team got 30 carries and 177 yards. That's all I got here. Amon St. Brown's got 3. James Williams got 1. Brock Wright got 1. So that carries of 5 touchdowns. Jameer Gibbs and everyone Burns were like signing the knuckles, but they were never saw coming. I mean, you guys having for this. Look at this rapping. Defense. Lions defense. 71 total tackles. 46 total tackles. 4 sacks. TFL 5. PD 5. QB hits 4. Okay. And guess what, Kirby Joseph? 1 interception. I mean, a lot of defense woke up and they got woke up back. And yeah, and the Lions have a bad way not to having on first week. That's why they lost, because I don't want to see the Detroit Lions again. We see what happens. But my opinion on one this week, that's what I got thrown down. K. Williams got two touchdowns, 1 interceptions, right? And Ty Better is terrible on this game. None a single touchdown in sight. That's all I got. Have the bad news for them, because DeAndre Swift has 1 touchdown. 27 carries, 134 yards, and 5.0 average. Receiving, 21 receiving, 234 yards, 11.1 average. One of those got 2 touchdowns. DeAndre Swift got fumbled and he lost 1. Better got Butterfingers and he didn't. And how did the Bears defense? 66 total tackles and solo tackles on 42. How bad that the Lions were? This is what happens when the Detroit Lions were that terrible enough. This is why the Lions terrible. There are no team whatsoever. How bad? Oh my God! That was a shit show on the Bears. Next, the Rams and the Titans. And the Titans are really bad to the bone. How are guys say with the Titans? Oh yeah. Terrible. Matthew Stafford throws 2 touchdowns and the Rams spoil the home opener for the Titans and Cam Ward. And how effective they will never happen. Let me start with the Rams. The Los Angeles Rams know how to offense they can be offense. They clicked the high key Sunday with that to scoring the 20 to straight point to spoil rookies Cam Ward home winner. Mike Verstappen threw 298 yards and 2 touchdowns, and the Rams beat the Giants 33-19. And Mike Verstappen says, when we execute with the players, that we have the scheme that we have, we got to a high probability being successful. Pudakua also went 45-yard touchdowns and had 91 receiving Devontae Adams. And 106 yards with Joshua Coffey, also 2 key field goals. That's what I gotta say. The Rams has number 1 overall pick 5 times. Byron Young had 2. Also stripped the War of the ball times 21 of his second sack. And the Tennessee led to 13 at halftime with a 16-13 when the Rams made their comeback. And what happened? The Rams made a comeback. Stafford put the Rams at a stay-ahead 8-yard touchdown to pass Davis Adams in the late third quarter. After Ward's fumble, Stafford needed 3 plays and the Rams of the 21-7 in a 9:40 left on the clock with 16-yard pass with Devontae Adams. They finally freed this man out of the Jets because, hey, Blake Corum added a 1-yard touchdown after the 6:45 left. The Rams outgained the Titans 49 out of 52. And while the Rams, they came back. And Titans lost 8 straight going back to last season. Then on the right tackle, J.C. Latham. On the nose tackle, DeFondre Sweat. John Ojukwu. I'm sorry about that. But it's on my lips because he put more in the practice squad Saturday with Pace Latham. In the first rated 0-2, certainly, Brian Callahan says 3-16 has been higher. I got a lot of belief in the football team that we can win games this league in the season. But right now, we have to put the game over the winner against 2 really good football team to start. I don't know why this man, thinking of what Brian Callahan said it. We just seen. You got to go in the cap spot. This won't happen in full football. And, whoa, we got to see where to go. Yeah, I got to see what happens. But on Fox, say what happened going in, I got to see what happens. Hey, look at it. This is right there. Fast fall. Boom. Let's get the box score. Because I did not see it. What happens? I did not. Okay. On the Titans, we got Cam Ward got 1 touchdown. Attempt from 1933. 175 yards. That counts to 143. 5.3 average. Tony Pollard got no touchdowns because the way the team did, 26, 109 yards, and 4.2 average. Allen got 1 touchdown because that's not even good enough here, but a team receiving 19 yard receivings, 175 yards, and 9.2 average. But this is bad. Cam Ward lost the fumble in the football. And he got butterfingers. Defense cannot do nothing right. Team of total tackles of a 62 and 36 total tackles. How the hell is defense need to do something about this? The one game was so ass. The defense is not going to have it special. And then what are they going to do? That's all I got to say. So, Corey Barnes got 1 interception. That's a really good start. And how apropos for the Titans. Gonna make this pain away. At the Rams, Matthew Stafford got 2 touchdowns and 1 interceptions and attempts of 22-33. 298 yards, 9.0 average. His team got 299 yards. And the Russians, and Rams on rushing game, they had 25 carries, 149 yards, 6.0 average, and 2 touchdowns. Tapuga Nakua and Blake Corum got 1. Both of them got 1 as well. Receiving team got 23 and 298 yards, 13.0 average, 2 touchdowns. And that's all I got to say there. The Friday era, the David Allen, they are good attention here. Okay. That's a 2 receiving on fumble. That's a they lost it. And how the Rams defense they got? Well, they got 69 total on tackle, 45 solo tackles. They will have a chance on the team. The Rams are pretty good here, but Matthew Stafford got how in healthy situation. And yes, and what Matthew Stafford did, he made a good team on the fourth row, and have got to give him credit. I gotta give the Rams credit. That's all I gotta say. You know, that's all I gotta say to him. And in case you didn't know, Stafford gotta give him healthier and teams going out of first. Next, the Dolphins and the Patriots. Oh my God. I can never get an offense. Oh, never. I got none. Dolphins got bad situation. And Drake Bay accounts 3 touchdowns, and the Patriots topped Vrabel first win against the New England coach. And you don't know what the Dolphins? They're 0-2. Let me. So now, let me talk about Tony Gibson. Okay, and Tony Gibson busts through the Dolphins cover urine and kick return. The Dolphins cover urine with the end zone while New England coach Mike Vrabel chased him and almost untied him down the sideline. Look at this. Gibson, who had her 9 score yards, who had the Patriots to beat Dolphins and beat the hell out of them. 33-27. And my Rebel, making the first win in the head coach, Dolphin team player. And I had no idea who favorites winner was named in double the sinker. It caught me. Ramondre Stevenson may have finished total 142 yards and 8 catches. And Drake May had the beard. 19 of 20 passes of 230 yards. He had 8-yard touchdowns. Former Dolphins Mac Hollins and Kayshon Boutte. Boutte. What kind of name Boutte was that? That's who got Boutte. The Dolphins. Belt to ass. They absolutely got belt to ass. And Drake May took everyone else on the team, and you got to give them say this. I am so proud of this guy. And Drake May got done up here. And the standing with the standings. Look at the Dolphins. 0-2. It took time for our president enough here. This is not good for his team. And Mike McDonald's gonna get fired for this. So Tyreek Hill gotta get traded, so free this man. But Drake May had a great one with Captain Hart, and my opinion, can't forget, D team had one hell of a time. So let's make it clear, but before all the worth it, and have good enough here, and make sure I have a great next time. Check out there about that, but Dolphins, I ain't gonna say that. Y'all pack these things out. Pack them up. That's the 49ers of the Saints and Mac Jones. Big Mac Day Jones. Big Mac. And signs relief of Brock Purdy and the 49ers and the Saints on the play. Let's see Dewan James. I want to see that man thinking. If he had a... Oh, yeah, incredible. Dewan James, God damn! Dewan James, what happened to your hair? You look like a Naruto from the anime, but you know what? I think Dewan James got 7 yards, 105 yards and 1 touchdown. But damn, Dewan James like a Naruto out here. But hell. And in case you know, Matt Jones and his team had to outshine themselves on the goddamn Saints. Never telling the Saints you gotta put the fries in the bag. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Matt Jones can better one for 49 years as last week. And they have a whole lot of help. Let me rephrase it. If a white Matt Jones, McCool coming out there and starting quarterback since the Patriots, I don't know what it is. But what it did might be good enough for him for all season. Matt Jones did what I had to do. But in case you know how and the forbidden here and for our purposes, no. So I would say this for the guys know about the Saints. They're losing under rookie coach Kellen Moore for the off 2 season by a touchdown less. And in one out of the special rider in his second NFL season, he started at 0-8 in his starting career. I told you about this horrible slump, but I would say that once. But anything else, less here, less for the schoolyards. I had no words for that man. The Saints needed to pack it up. Anything else? There's Randy L's on the team, but not nonetheless. That's all right. Bills and Jets. The Bills are 2-0 on the season. For all worth it, the New York Jets lost their hope to win a better future, and they never seen it before it happens. With Josh Adams on the move, he got to say this. So that's C. Yeah, no touchdowns. Yeah, no touchdowns on this one. Delta's at 14-25. That's not good. 148 yards. 5.9 is average. 6.7 average if with our team. So, Jesus. Tyrod Taylor made 1 touchdown, but Jonathan is hurt. He's very incredible because Tyrod Taylor absolutely sucked. Just in this season. Sell the team. And you know, no, I would never say this because with the Bills, yeah, field goals, right? Matt Prayer got 3 field goals. And the Russian, Signup got 2 touchdowns. And Elijah got 1. My touchdown for the Bills It's just not easy enough. And also, they have a great time on off. Because I had to say this. Bills got to get together here. The one game and the Patty game is so ass. And I'm going to say this. There's no way hell I'm going to say this. Well, I'm not going to man around there. Man got Rosie. So let's go ahead and say this. All I got to say. All right. Let's talk about the Seahawks and the Steelers. I would let the chisel down what I had to say. The words of his mouth. Chisel is really disappointed that the Steelers lost. I mean, for real. They got cooked. Oh, wait a minute, wait. I gotta react to this. The one of the shorts. The one in a sus moment of sports history. I gotta see it. Let me see it. Hold up. Let me do the final one of this. Let's see what happens.
Just take it. Just take it. Suck it up. Swallow it. We're going to win this Sunday. Okay? Am I right?
I mean, to a degree.
I've
been coming. I'm going to continue to come. Skip's been coming.
Hold on.
He will continue to come.
Hey.
People just need to get over that. Because
We're just getting a taste
Who
of
with these dudes?
I'm like, I'm tired of getting a taste of them. I want the whole load.
Hey,
Wait a
yo.
second. This isn't
Boy.
working.
Hold on.
I just busted right inside him.
Hold
and he
on.
can't extend on me anymore. And he seems a little overwhelmed by my girth and tonnage.
Girth and tonnage is
Series long,
insane.
we've been able
Bro,
to penetrate their bigs, get deep, suck the D in, and then we got
Sucks the
spot up
D.
shooters.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, yo, that's fucking sus.
Bro, that's a flag on the play, bro. What's going on? Ain't no way they ain't know what they was saying, fam. First off, Skip saying girth and tonnage. At what point is you can contextualize girth and tonnage in sports, bro? What are we doing, son? What are we doing?
Should I call you mister? Why are you gay?
Just
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. And the Steelers fans are really frustrated out of the Seahawks loss. Here's Chisel to hear the words to say.
Oh, first and foremost, for the Seattle Seahawks, congratulations on the W. Y'all advancing to 1-1. Unfortunately for our Pittsburgh Steelers, we dropped down to 1-1. Let's first address the elephant in the room. Caleb Johnson, I need you off this football team immediately. Cut this man expeditiously. I don't want him to make it to his locker. Have it emptied. Keep the equipment. Burn the number 20. Don't even retire it. Burn it. Nobody will wear that again. That number has now been desecrated by this man. You allow the football to bounce in front of you on a kick return? Are you out of your mind? This ain't college football, fam. This the NFL. It landed inside the 5-yard line. And for one, didn't you think you touched the football? Then to see your opposition jogging/running into the end zone on a live football and your dumb ass just jogging to the damn sideline. You skipping like AJ Lee. Get him off the team. Get him out of here. Last week, you fumble the doggone kick return. This week, you don't even attempt to fucking return the goddamn ball. Get him out of here. Cut him. Get him out of here. Hire his mom and fire her. Hire his dad and fire him. The whole lineage, get him out of Pittsburgh. Then, as it pertains to our defense, we did okay. 2 takeaways. Second half, we did what we needed to do. Guess who failed? The offense. DK Metcalf, you caught a touchdown. Yay! Hooray! What else did you do? 3 catches, 20 yards, a whole lot of nothing. Akon, wife, just filed for divorce. Evidently, it was you who was locked up, couldn't let him out. Where were you making plays? You're supposed to be the premier receiver. You gotta be out there routing up the goddamn defense. You did a whole lot of nothing. It looked like an episode of The Simpsons. Flanders was wearing something while skiing. Nothing at all. That was you, DK Metcalf. Run game, not existent. Second straight week, we can't even crack 100 yards collectively on the ground. It's atrocious. Somebody call Najee Harris. He ain't doing nothing in Los Angeles. Maybe we need to go and get him back. Jalen Warren made some plays. That beautiful 65-yard catch and run. What did it get us? Nothing. An L. What was our second half offense? Punt, interception, punt or a field goal, and then another interception. What are we doing? We got to put points on the board. Last week we was able to get the job done. Seattle ain't some amazing goddamn defense to where we can't make plays. Might I add, the first interception that Aaron Rodgers done threw. Calvin Austin, you ain't need to touch the football. Frymouth was right there. It was on target. It was going to be a touchdown. Albeit you probably didn't recognize what was on the horizon. But keep your hands to yourself. What's wrong with you? Selena Gomez, can't keep my hands to myself. You touching balls, that ain't for you. And now it's a goddamn interception going the other way. And to cap it off, our losing goddamn pick, it's caught and picked off by Kobe Bryant. How apropos. What is wrong, son? Why can't we play consistent football? Every single year, we play inconsistent football. We can't put together 4 quarters, albeit Seattle's no slouch of a football team. They're a good football team, but we beat ourselves. This was a game we could have won. The moment that goddamn Caleb Johnson, dumbass, decided to not go and recover the doggone football, everything switched. No momentum whatsoever. At all. We could not make any plays there in the fourth quarter, in the second half, period. We got to play better, bro. Football is 60 minutes. Football ain't 15, it ain't 30, it ain't 45. It's 60 minutes. 4 quarters. And for whatever reason, we can't put together 4 quarters of football. It's ridiculous. Up here, we fail every single time. Rodgers can only do so much. I can't put so much on the O-line as it pertains to the pass blocking. We got 3 sacks, but Rodgers is 58 years old. He's a senior citizen on crack. There's only so much he can do. We need our playmakers to go out there and make plays, and they're not doing it. Week in, week out, we've got to look for some sort of savior, and unfortunately, that ain't the case. It's Sunday, but Jesus can't be on the field for Pittsburgh every single week, making plays and miracles raining upon our special teams or our defense, bailing us out every single week. Until we fix ourselves up here, we never gonna be able to get to where the hell it is that we want to go. But Caleb Johnson, you off the team. That's a clearance alert of the week. Dumbass play of the week. He gonna be utilized in special teams meetings for years to come. They gonna be like, yo, you remember on the kick return, you must, if it's in the landing zone, you must recover the football or return the football. If it bounces over your head, run back into the end zone and just fall on top of it. Don't leave anything to chance. Because remember the guy in Pittsburgh who decided to do it that lost him the game against Seattle? Get him up out of here. Steelers on 3. Get it together on 6. 1, 2, 3 Steelers. 4, 5, 6. Get it together. You gotta be kidding me, bro. We fucking lose like this? Hold hold on. It is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical, individual D, Chiseled Adonis. But of course, you already knew that. And what if I told you could get your own personalized cameo today inside 24 hours? If you book me over on cameo.com/Chiseled Adonis to get your own personalized video message. I've done over 450 throughout the years, and I've been able to garner over 100 5-star reviews. So whether it's a happy birthday, happy anniversary, just a pep talk, or a roast, if somebody needs to be engulfed in verbal flame, I'm the man for the job. So make sure you go over and book me on cameo.com/Chiseled Adonis. I'll see you on the inside. Hey, I appreciate you watching the entire video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button on the way out if you haven't already. And on top of that, hit that notification bell as well. For whatever reason, YouTube's only showing my videos to 20% of my subscribers. So if you have already turned on the notification bell, turn it off, turn it back on. If you never turn it on, turn it on. I appreciate you.
Well, that's how they tell me they were. That's how you drop 1-on-1. Unbelievable. Ravens and the Browns. So the Browns and the Ravens. So let me explain this. They have no whatsoever if Joe Flacco could get the job done. Johnson throws 4 passes TD, and the Ravens close strong at 41-17 victory over the Browns. And the Browns finished this game before they even started. What happened? Did Joe Flacco lost their way in the beginning? At what point you did not see it? They didn't get short down in the back of the field. They did get short fans in the game, and that's what's happened. Joe Flacco could get it happen to do something right, and they got Dennis Gabriel on the team. They have no whatsoever in the God's world. I have never seen when the Ravens start at the field goal with Tyler Luke, that guy's gonna happen. Funny enough, I don't know why. If the team just far ahead, they don't have a sense of humor. I did the box score. They never start this game. Over they finish over the game. The Brown fans are furious. They started 0-2. Look what Joe Flacco got: 1 touchdown and 1 interception. This is not a bad team here. They started 0-2. Then you got 1 touchdown and they got win? No. Shit. Dan Gabriel got 1 touchdown. So they have a come back and win? Fuck no. 3 attempts. Not looking good. For honor, what purpose? I'm going to share this on Facebook because I got my stream. Because my stream gets crashing every down the fuck out of one damn day in a time like this. My stream will crash every single day. What the live stream? What the live stream for week 2? I'm Go to here. Wait. I did. Oh. X. Alright. Holy shit, bro. I did not do that. But I will never say this without having fun. Alright. So, in the case you know Lamar Jackson, he got 4 touchdowns. The Derrick Henry got Lamar Jackson Hill. Just this happened. Good enough here for us. So, 21 carries, 45 yards, 2.1 average. So that's a good cause. And Lamar Jackson got 4 touchdowns on the head. DeAndre Hopkins, Tyler, Devontae Walker, Tyler Wallace, they have 4 touchdowns. 19 receiving, 225 yards, and 11.8 carries. So that's good enough here. All right. So that was Derrick Henry lost fumble and they got received. They saved his life. Joe Flacco lost the fumble, so they received him. Tyler Wallace, unbelievable defense. Defense unbelievable. 74 and 44. Tackle on total tackles. Unbelievable it is we gotta say this. We got green nerve with the receiving. They had 2 touchdowns on here. But then the triple double half of first one that say this. Brother had all the more than one time being in the full all purpose. So if the Browns were 0-2, that's on them. It's the first time I ever seen. The first time I ever seen that they have a worst time in their life. Please get your door sinners on the field. I know what Joe Flacco's going bad, terrible this time. Going bad or worse. Broncos and Colts. And the Colts, the power of Jesus. The power of Jim Irsay in heaven. They're 2-0 for Jesus themselves. And my God, anyone knows that the Broncos took an L. Yeah, no score in the 4th quarter. That's why the Broncos got the power. No, the Colts got the power of Jim Irsay. And yes, this is what I said for. Let me tell you the box scores. And the mighty box scores is Dane Dimes, Dane Derbs, Daniel Jones, which got 1 touchdown. 234 yards, 216 yards. 234 and 216 yards, 9.3 average. And they just got rushing touchdowns. That's got 1. And 32 carries and 167 yards. They have an obliterating in the teams. So, not to mention the receiving, there are 23 receivers. 316 yards, a 13.7 average, 1 touchdown on Jonathan Taylor. Would that make sense? When Cam Bynum got one interception, that's what I want to say this. Only the Colts need to get a pull a stop and get a W's and make sure it happen. But Bo Nix had 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Bo Nix, Bo Six, and Bo Picks. That's all I got had to say for you. And whatever this man's thinking, or all over the defense. 22 30 attempts, 206 yards, and 6.9 average. All because of this game happened. If we have a bend so easily enough that there are Broncos in the game, they got like Broncos on the side, that have all purposes. Jacob Dobbins at 14 carries and 76 yards. Right? So he got one touchdown. That's what I gotta say. The biggest thing is with the rushing game, they had 24 carries and 118 yards and 4.9 average. That's how the run game got a little focus on. And the first time I ever seen the Broncos, they have a hard time getting in there in the red zone. And then one day something soon, never forget, they know I don't. And I would never say this without first time it happened. Troy Franklin and Marvis Mims and Adam Trotman, they had 3 touchdowns. On the receiving game, they had 22 receiving, 206 yards, 9.4 average, 42 long yards, and 30 targets. But the defense had a little hard time to get. No matter how far Darby Group said it's playing hard to get. And you say anything else. But Corner's son, well, he just got a little hurt for that, my bad. Patrick Surtain got hurt as well, too, but he might be an IR or questionable. It is... It's what happened. Let me explain this about Broncos. I mean, you have a good attention and you have a bad thing. Let me, it's same thing here, but the same no defense. But I would not prefer to the same that happened for a bad thing here. Not to mention, for the Colts, they're touring over the season. And what the Colts, they're up top in first place on the NFC South. But I gotta deal with the Texas later. But this is it's a bad idea. So when are the Colts gonna do something next? They gotta give them credit. Panthers the Cardinals. Oh my God. Oh my God. Panthers had a long way to go, right? Bryce Young needs to get the bench his ass out of there. What's gonna happen? Who is their backup on Bryce Young's? On Panthers QB. Let me see. Just Google it. Let me Google it real quick. Brother. Let me see what the QB. Depth chart. Oh, they got Andy Dalton. Oh my God. Bryce Young might get benched on his team, but God damn. Bryce Young got 3 touchdowns and 1 interceptions on 35 and 55 attempts, 328 yards and 6.0 average. And what happens after this? Did the Panthers stay without a seal here? My objective is this. It was not looking good for them. They have no sense of humor for why it's Bryce Young gotta be benched. They have 1 fumble and 1 loss. So Finn Collins got receiving, and they took him out 1-0 here. The defense is not looking good as well. 55 tackle on totals, 32 solo tackles. That was how the team was battled against. DJ Warren got 1 interception, and Ben Brown for the Contenders got 1 interception for 4 yards. So that's how their team get it. And so let me. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead to see what's going on. I'm too tired. My stream gets crashed and never gonna correct this. Had too many attempts on a damn lie. Okay. So Kyle Murray got 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That's going over the call to himself for the 17 and 25 attempts, 220 yards on a temp team, or 211 yards. 8.8 average. And his team in the running game with 22 carries, 82 yards, 3.7. That's what I gotta say with here. But at this point, Michael Wilson, he had 1 touchdown. And the good thing is, it is how the team go on, and then once they got here, more or less, it's gotta have a good in here. So we gotta give them credit too. You gotta give it the corner the credit. They have a team in a sense that I was going to have to sit there on what happened. Consider myself in what's going to do here. They're leading on the season, but how it's going to credit, it is the one day I have enough. Apropos what it got to do.